Hi everyone! Just look how my project looks like right now. Hi Melanie! So I finished stitching all the branches and snowflakes around. You can see that's all finished. And today I'm going to be stitching with you the petals for the poinsettia. And you will need a few colors of red. Sorry. So I'm stitching right now with this color, and this is the lightest color from the set for the poinsettia. You will be also need three more colors like this. This is 891, 666, and 816. Hi Heather! Melanie is excited for the next part. That's great. And for the outline, I want to make the outline to be sparkling. So I'm gonna use this color or this one if this color will not work. So I will experiment with that because I didn't, um, I wanted to stitch one petal and see how it looks like, but I didn't have enough time, but we will be stitching it today and we will see how it looks like. So let's start. I'm using 3 strands of floss, and this is just a simple satin stitch, or you can call it a leaf stitch. And I also wanted to show you my snowflakes. I make snowflakes right now in the evening. So it's really relaxing and very simple to make. You should already have those snowflakes on Patreon if you're a member of my stitching club, and if you don't have it yet, you can get it by the link in the video description below. There is one free pattern, and if you want to make more embroidery designs with those snowflakes, you can purchase more patterns for this, because I made up to 20 different designs for the snowflakes, and I'm making them all. I want to have them all, and maybe this year I will have a Christmas tree, so I will hang them on my Christmas tree. Hi Erin! Okay, so let's start stitching. So I will zoom it and I will make the manual focus. So first I'm filling this petal with just one color, and later we will add some variation. It's not going to be complicated. I try to keep this simple, but in the result it can look like it's like thread painting or something like that, but it's gonna be not so complicated. I'm trying to keep it not complicated. um, but still, yeah, if you are like complete beginner, it can be a little bit complicated for you guys, so it's better to have some practice before starting this project. It's like intermediate level. So my plan is to fill this all with this light color, and then I will add some shadows and brightness with some red, with the next color which is closer to the red color, but it's not red yet. So the petals in the center, will be lighter and they become darker and brighter, more reddish as I move to the bigger petals. I saw how this poinsettia looks like in real life. It's all red. It looks like it's like one solid color, but for hand embroidery, I wanted to add some light, some shadows, some color variations, so it's gonna look like more interesting, more deep, you know. So this is like my version of poinsettia, how I see it from my point of view. And on the markets, I also saw that poinsettia can be yellow and it can be pink. So yeah, it can be different colors and it also can be white. I saw white poinsettia. So let's make it more colorful than it is. So I finished stitching the satin stitch. If you want, I can start from the beginning and show you how I started. So I will start stitching this petal so you could see how I start, how I finish. So I take 3 strands of floss. How are you guys doing? How was your Thanksgiving if you are from United States? So I will start without knots. I will make a few stitches on this side. It's going to be filled with my stitches later. So it's going to be covered with satin stitch. And I'm starting filling this petal from the tip right here. And I do my first stitch. It's not a long one, it should be like this long. And I like position my petal this way, so the tip of the petal is here and the base of the petal is here, close to me, and that's how it's comfortable for me to follow the right stitches direction. So and I'm stitching it like I stitching the leaf, so it should go here and I will turn my stitches to the right slightly, but the main thing you need to keep in mind that you need to avoid placing your stitches in this direction. You need to make them this way on this half of the leaf and this way on this half of the leaf, exactly symmetrical. So then it's gonna look like a real petal of the poinsettia. And once I made the central stitch, I make one stitch on the right side and one stitch on the left side, and I put them into the same place. And for my next stitches, I come up on the edge of the leaf really close to the previous stitch a little bit and move it a little bit down so I follow the shape of the petal. And here I also move slightly down, like 1 or half of the millimeter and I make one more stitch. And as I have the same color for each part of the petal, I um, make the same stitch on the left side as well as I go, so I feel both sides of the petal as I move down. Yeah, this pink color is going to look so pretty with the red color. I already have this picture in my mind, and I can't wait to see how it's gonna look like when it's stitched. I didn't make any illustration um, because it's on dark fabric. I don't know how to paint the dark background with watercolors, but yeah, I could make it on my iPad, but I just didn't have time. This weekend was crazy, guys, but it was so amazing. I had a workshop on Saturday and we were stitching those snowflakes that I showed you in the beginning of the live stream. I had 8 participants, and it was a fundraising workshop for Ukraine. I did it in Ukrainian Hub, and I found a new room, very beautiful room for us for this workshop. I will post a picture on the Discord chat so you could see how this room looks like. It's painted in the colors of Ukrainian of the blue and yellow colors, and it's so bright, it's so beautiful. There are windows so we have some daylight, and it also has a nice lighting if it's getting darker. Right now it's getting darker very early, so it was really nice and it was a lot of fun. We stitched snowflakes, ornaments. And the next day, I was on the Ukrainian Christmas uh, market. It's a festival, and there was a big concert, and there was a lot of Ukrainian traditional food, and everyone was dressed in traditional Ukrainian vyshivanka, and it was so beautiful, and it was so fun. I saw so many new people, so many people I already know from the Ukrainian community, and it was just amazing. I I was selling my embroidery kits, printed patterns, and there was some needle minders, and yeah, it was really, really nice. I really loved it. So now I see that my stitch direction is should be like I need to turn it slightly, so I will make a shorter stitch here, and this way I can turn slightly the stitch direction. Yeah, I made a lot of photos, and I also, you probably saw the videos on Instagram and in my stories, so that was amazing. I will I will participate in the next events for sure. So yeah, I really loved it. People were so impressed by my embroidery. They never saw it uh, anything like this, you know. I'm probably only one in this province who makes this a level of embroidery technique, you know. Um, so they never saw it in reality, my works. So I brought some of my works to show them for inspiration if they want to learn. So they were just amazed. It's so nice to see like people reaction in real life, how they react to your artwork. I never see it in online, I just you don't see it. So it was nice. And I saw that they like my embroidery kits for the snowflakes. They're pretty simple, beginner friendly, and I sold them all. And today and tomorrow I will be making more uh, embroidery kits for the snowflake on ornaments, and I will participate in one more market that is going to be happening, like it's Canadian one, and it's gonna the it's like also some Christmas market, and it's going to be happening tomorrow and on Friday too. So I'm gonna go there and I will display my works for some more people, and it's gonna be fun. I will make pictures and videos and I will share it with you on Patreon and on Discord chat too. It's a really nice experience. I never had it before. It was actually my first market in my life, plus my first market in Canada at all. So that was nice and interesting. If you want to turn the stitch direction slightly, you can go into the same place where you did your previous stitch as well. If you don't like making short stitches, it should also work. Erin says, I'm so happy for you. Sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun and nice experience. I didn't have any fancy displays, anything for this event. It was like the last time decision. Like, I wasn't planning to do this, but I'm glad that I jumped in into like yeah, like you say, I jumped in into the last train, you know? Do you have this expression? What province are you in? I'm in Ontario. Heather is in Ontario. I'm in New Brunswick. I live in Moncton. I'm almost done, and I will need to finish this thread later. So I will start a new one, a short one. So I will finish this sleeve, and we will be um, decorating those two petals with some metallic threads, and maybe I will add some shades of a little darker color. Yes, I will probably make it. I will do it for sure. Hi, Christina. I like it my flower crown, so and it goes well with my embroideries as well. So it's gonna be I will probably wear it for the next market. And maybe I will just dye my hair purple. So I will see if I will have some time. I will dye my hair purple. Cause yeah, Christina, this is a light pink, and this is the color that I use. And there is be a transition from this color to the darker red. I will use those colors later for the next petals, and it's gonna look gorgeous. few more stitches and I'm done with this petal. You know, on the market there is a lot of nice and tasty Ukrainian food, and I wanted to get some cakes. And I had to do it in the beginning because when I was free, finally, first 3 hours of the market were pretty active and there was a lot of people, so I tried to stay at my close to my table and I couldn't buy anything for myself. But when I went after 2 hours, all the cakes disappeared and all the tasty food that I wanted, it also disappeared. So next time I will make sure that I will come earlier. I will set up my table or earlier, and so I will be able to buy something for myself because I was also waiting for this event. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to this color. This is 891, and this is DMC. And I will probably use only one strand of floss. I will add some dimension, I will add some shadow close to the center of the petal, and it should look like more realistic. Yeah, right now it's pink, but it's gonna turn red pretty soon. So the the petals that are inside, the smallest petals, they're going to be pink. And then the next layer of the petals, they are slightly bigger. They're going to be a mix of darker pink and red. And then those big petals outside, those are going to be red and a little bit darker red, like this one. Christina, I saw your embroidery design and this is just gorgeous. Please let me know, how did you create it? Did you use some pictures from the coloring book, or how did you make this pattern? So okay, so I will add some long and short stitches for the petal, for the inside part of it. So I will make one stitch here and then I'll just make one here. It should look like soft transition into the darker pink. So you need to just keep in mind that you need to follow the same stitch direction. So I suggest you, once you come up here, you can come up really close to the edge, but I don't go through the edge. As you can see, I make some distance and my stitch is going to be laying from here to here, and to make sure that you are following the right stitch direction, you can just lay your thread this way and then you will see where you need to put your needle. And now you just make some distance, come up here, lay your thread down to see if you're following the right direction. And continue this way. If you want, you can add a shorter stitch between them. Like this. You can stitch the both sides at the same time as I did for the satin stitch. How do you like it so far? I think it adds some interest with the petal, don't you think? Because the petals, they usually have some veins like this. It looks like I have a note on the back side. Wait a minute. I'll try to fix it. It's a bad one. No, it's not possible. Okay, I'll need to cut my thread. Okay, Christina said that I did a research because I wanted to do something different this year for my apartment door. Get inspired with the red cardinal. All summer I was crossing with this beautiful red bird. Yes, I'm using number 891. They even came sing on my balcony. Yeah, this summer I also saw those birds. I didn't saw them last summer for some reason, but I finally saw them. They are beautiful and they're singing really beautifully. I even have a video somewhere with the red cardinal. So did you draw them yourself or did you use some pictures from the internet? How did you make the pattern from it? And I like the design. It looks stunning, like the objects, how the objects are placed, and all the colors that you use. It's so beautiful. You have a talent to make new patterns, like your own patterns. I would also stitch it. Christina said that many years back I fought a depression, and my friend gave me a lot of coloring books and Christmas cards to color in, and I extract from those pages and cards. Oh, that's a nice method. The colors I chose by myself. Yeah, I love how you choose colors, and I love how you did my floral heart. You make it orange. I didn't even think about orange, but it looks so beautiful. Hmm. Yeah, everyone loved it. You know, you can even share this pattern on our Discord chat. Maybe somebody would stitch it too. So this is like a simple way how you can do long and short kind of shading, but it's more to show the. I did it to show the texture of the petals, so it looks more realistic. I hope that this is. It looks not so much complicated for you guys. To me it's quite simple, you know. Okay, somebody came and we hear those voices again. Okay, so I'm done for this petal, so I can start stitching this one. You know, I really like to move from the top part of the petal and move down. I don't really like to start in this place because when I start here, I usually um, don't. It's hard to follow the right stitch direction when I start here. For me, it's easier when I start from the top, but I don't know if you guys like starting here. Let me know about your experience. Um, right now I have already kind of stitch directions set from the satin stitch, so it's easier for me to follow the same directions that I already have here. But if I would just start stitching the petal with the first color, I wouldn't really probably it wouldn't be comfortable for me. I started here because I already had some thread in use from here to here. It was really close to jump. Christina said, I'm been stitching red cardinal to gift for my friends ornaments. Yeah, red cardinal can make a really nice ornament, and you can make it in the shape of her of the heart. How about that? Or you will be framing it in a little hoop. Okay, so you are going to be framing it in a small hoops. Yeah. And you can embroider the poinsettia as well in a small hoop, right? And maybe some other objects from your design. If you will have time, of course. So I will try to embroider quickly this part. I'm close to the finish. I think you can probably use even 2 strands of floss for those veins, or use just one like I do. If you're stitching in a smaller hoop, so for the first layer you can use only 2 strands of floss. Okay, I will probably stop here for this petal, and I will start stitching the central vein and outline using this color. I think it's gonna look super cute. So this is Cosmos Seasons metallic threads that I got as a gift from Melanie. Thank you so much, Melanie. And thank you so much for coming to my live stream. And you can probably find it on Etsy. Um, just search Cosmos Seasons Metallics. And I'm gonna use just one strand. It can be like fluffy like this. It can be hard to thread in the needle, but it worth it. It worth the effort because it gives you like a gorgeous sparkling design effect. And I like that it's not hard to work with such thread. I really love working with them. They are soft, unlike a regular metallic threads that I usually use. So let's start with the central vein. So I come up with my needle a little bit lower the level when I came up with this next color, and I will be stitching the central vein. Natalie, can I choose my pink color mix for your design that I'm stitching? You can use any colors that you like. It's totally up to you. And I really love how you choose your own colors. So my embroidery designs, they look different, and it's so interesting to see how different people are stitching it and using different colors. and it became looking like a unique project. So, of course, you can use your own colors. Don't forget to share it with us on Discord chat if you're a member of my stitching club, and on Instagram, and tag me so I could see it and maybe share it in my stories and feed. I really love seeing your works. Yeah, I see that this is a really nice idea to make the central vein with this color, and I will also outline it with this thread. This is a stem stitch. So don't worry if you're like not really good with a satin stitch and your edge looks like a juggling. You can cover your edge and it will look nice with the outline. And if your satin stitch doesn't look really nice and you want to um, redo it, I recommend to outline it first with the same color of this thread. For example, you outline it first with split stitch, for example, so it creates a nice border, and then you can feel the satin stitch, and your satin stitch will look much better. I didn't outline it because I was planning to outline it later with these colors, and I'm pretty confident in my satin stitch, so I knew that I will make it perfect, so I didn't need to do so. I really love it. It's going to be so sparkling and beautiful. I really love how it turns out. And when I do a stem stitch, I try to keep the loop outside of the curve. So I keep the loop outside on this side, and I don't do it on this side, because if I will keep the loop on this side and the curve goes like this, and this outline can look not exactly what I want. It will look not exactly like a solid line. So that's why I recommend to keep your loop for the stem stitch outside of the curve. I love the combination of those threads with this pink. It's gorgeous. I'm not sure that it's gonna look the same if I will use it with a darker red. I will see it later. Maybe I will switch it to the white metallics, the one that I showed you in the beginning of the video, but we will see. Yeah, sometimes you need to stitch it to see how it's gonna look like because you never know. You never know how it's gonna look like, if it's gonna look better or so we will decide on the go. Oh, I really love it. I'm so in love with this. This is gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and stitch all the petals with this method. So I'm gonna stitch all the small petals from this flower. So this one, this small one is this will be pink, and this will be pink, and this will also be pink. All the bigger petals we are going to be stitching with the next combination of colors, and the next petal is going to be this one and this one. I will go and do it the same way how I did for this petal. So if you will be like, you will not have what to do, you will be waiting for me, you can not wait and you can start stitching the next bigger petals with this combination of the colors. And I will be back to you once I will stitch this part, uh, and I will go live next week. I will make a live stream and I will schedule it so you will see when I will go live next time. It's gonna be probably Monday or Tuesday because I will have weekends this time. I will try to rest on the weekends and stitch this part and be ready for the next live stream. Thank you, Erin. Thank you, Christina, Melanie, and Heather for your nice comments. Leave a comment under this video if you're watching this in the recording. Let me know what you think about this color combination and about the poinsettia kind of flowers that I'm planned to do. Let me know how would you stitch it. If you would stitch it differently, let me know in the comments. And if you want to join my stitching club and get access to this pattern, you can follow the link in the video description and stitch it with me. Thank you guys for coming. See you next time. Bye guys.